Okay. So the first task, what does it say to do? It says in line 1 of the calculator, type what? You'll notice the equation is up here at the top of the screen. It's also on your paper. 2 different places. What does it say? Type y equals 2x plus 3. And we get a graph like that. Yeah? That's what it says on that slide. That's why I don't know why people had some shading on there. All you had to do was type that. Okay? That should be a graph that you would be able to graph on your own, right? It has a slope. It has a y-intercept. Notice the y-intercept is at 3. You can click and drag if you want to look at other parts of the line, but that's what your first slide should look like. Yes? Now I click over. Slide 2. It says in line 2, type the same thing as that, but change the equal sign to a less than or equal to. So I'm going to copy and paste that, but I need to change the equal sign to what? Less than or equal. Remember I said you type in the less than sign and then the equal sign. What happened? It got shaded. Okay? Did anything change on the line itself? No. But it was shaded. Was it shaded above the line or below the line? Below the line. So less than or equal to, and now my graph is shaded below the line. We're going to make some conclusions about that in a minute. So, on your first graph on your paper, you should have this picture from slide 1. On your second graph on your paper, you should have this picture from slide 2. Correct? What does it say to do in slide 3? Oh, slide 3, we're just talking about what we just did. You can type that in and write it on your paper. What does it say to do for task 2 here then? Change the inequality symbol to what? Just less than, which means I have to do what here? Take it to the take the equal sign off. What does that do? If I zoom in a little bit, it's really hard to tell, but oh, I know why it's hard to tell. Let me show you something. Click this one off, the original line. Click the red part next to it, or blue, whatever color yours is. Click that off so that you are only seeing the second line being graphed, not the first one. What do you notice about that line? It's dashed or dotted, however you want to say it. What does that tell you? How's that different than... It's not a solid line. It's a dashed line. So changing the symbol changed the way the line looks. Right? So continue on through the next few tasks. And you're going to compare what makes the shading change and what makes the line change from a solid to a dotted line. And task 3 says to type. See how it says exactly what you're supposed to type right here at the top? Type y equals 1/2 x minus 1. Did everybody get that? That's number 6, or slide 6, I should say. Task number 3. Yeah? Okay. What does the next one tell me to do? Slide 7. Type in the same, but change the equal sign to a greater than or equal to. Did the line change from dotted to dashed? The line itself stayed solid. What happened to the shading? Is it above or below? Above. So let's think back to the previous ones. Above comes from greater than or equal to. Below comes from less than or equal to. Okay. Which one? That one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm changing it from greater than or equal to just greater than. What happens? The line is just dotted. Task number 5 and number 6. I'm going to do those on paper with you in just a minute. I'll give you a minute to get caught up now. All right, so I'm going to interrupt you again a little bit here. Actually, before I go to that, I want to talk to you a little bit about your summary here. Okay, so using that symbol, what is that symbol? Greater than or equal to. It makes the graph shaded what? Above. And then it makes the line what? Solid. Using the greater than sign makes the graph shaded what? Above. And the line? Dashed. What about less than or equal to? Below. And the line? And then just less than? Below. And the line? Dashed. So, if it's greater than or equal to, you're shading above. Less than or equal to, you're shading below. If your symbol has the little equal sign underneath it, it's a solid line. If it doesn't have the little equal sign, it's a dashed line. That's pretty much the summary of it. Okay? Now let's look at these last 3 problems. These last 3 problems, if you go back to your Desmos page, well, this isn't on your notes, but graphically, solutions of an inequality are coordinates that are located in the shaded region or on a solid line. Not on a dotted line, but on a solid line. Okay? So, some examples of solutions for this graph right here are the point -5, 0. Do you see the point -5, 0 where my mouse is right there? That is a solution because it's in the red shaded area. Okay? Same thing with 1, -8 down there. Yeah? 0, 1. Why is 0, 1 a solution? Because it's on the solid line. On a solid line is a solution. On a dotted line, not a solution. So non-solution, 0, 5, that's in the white area, so it's not a solution. 7, 0, also in the white area, and 9, 4, also in the white area. So the last 3 slides just describe this, and it says, determine 2 solutions and 2 non-solutions for each linear inequality. Now, I did my best to make the shading show up. I'm hoping you can tell that it's the upper part here that's shaded. Yeah? And we have what kind of a line? A solid line. So, solutions just need to be 2 points that are within the shaded area. So an example might be this one. That's the point 3, 0. Another solution, I could pick a point on the line if I wanted to because it's a solid line. So 0, 2. Where would I find a non-solution? Outside. In the white area anywhere. Just pick any 2 points you see. 0, 0 is in the white area. Right? -5, 2 is in the white area. So for these 2 right here, you need to give me 2 solutions and 2 non-solutions. Now, the difference with these 2 graphs is what about the lines? They are dashed. So could I pick the point 0, 5 as a solution on this middle graph?
No.
No, because it's on a dashed line. I could put the 0.05 as a non-solution, but I couldn't put it as a solution. Okay? So, you can go ahead and finish up that. You have stuff to turn into me on Doceri because I can see what you've typed in and all that kind of stuff, so you do need to finish that. The paper is the portion that you get to keep for your notes. Okay? I believe I have homework printed out for you. Let me just verify. Yep, I do. I have homework printed out for you, so I will go ahead and pass that out so you can get started on it after you are done. All right? Happy studying.